Three, two, one. Yo, what it is, YouTube? It's your boy Nitzy coming back with another bullseye of a tutorial here today on the channel. I wanted to go over two legendary rappers from Memphis, 8 Ball and MJG. You know, two of I feel like my biggest influences, especially MJG. You know, I wanted to talk about if I had to record them, how would I get a throwback type of, Memphis rap type of sound like them boys. So let's not waste no time and let's get to it right now. Okay, so in a situation like 8 Ball and MJG, I feel like, especially MJG, I don't know if you guys ever noticed, but MJG is literally one of my favorite rappers. Like, even if you go on my YouTube and you click my profile picture and you look how I be doing my dreads, it's like kind of like MJG, even my flow. So he's actually one of my favorite rappers. And I feel like a lot of people don't even really know about 8 Ball and MJG. I'm talking about the young cats. But if you an OG, you know they was snapping, they was sliding, they was the perfect balance of a duo. So usually as an engineer, if I gotta record two people, I'm looking for a microphone that, is kind of versatile. MJG is kind of like a fast rapper, and 8 Ball, he's kind of like more like I would say like a smooth type of rapper. He's very smooth with his lyrics. He likes to extend his words, but they really balance out each other. So I would pick a microphone like the U47. So a microphone like this is known for being very warm. It works very well on, instruments such as like a kick drum, or, anything that where you want to kind of have the like a nice thud, a nice low mid type of girth is what I would be looking for. And of course, a throwback Telefunken U47 is one of the very first primitive microphones that was made by German scientists, and especially with something like a U47 that has a tube in it. The reason why I like to use something like a UAD sphere over like tube microphones is because I still kind of get the ballpark sound. The U47 emulation inside the UAD sphere, it sounds damn near exactly like a U47. It's even shaped like a U47. I had a Warm Audio FET 47 Junior. All of my first videos on YouTube, I recorded it with it, and then the day I got my UAD sphere, I put it side by side, and it literally sounded the same exact thing. So that's great. You can have still the great sound without having to pay that, oh my god, without having to pay that price of $9,000 for an original. And sometimes, look, temporary out of stock. Sometimes you get a microphone like a U47 or a vintage mic that these YouTubers is trying to force down your throat so they can get that affiliate money. Oh, sometimes you buy a microphone like that, now you in a fucked up predicament because the parts go out and then you can't even find the parts. So that's why there's a lot of mic clones and stuff like that, because microphones be going out of stock and sometimes it's hard to get. The next thing that I would use on an 8 Ball and MJG vocal is I would use something like the Avalon 737. I understand that I want to get something smooth and creamy. 8 Ball and MJG, they always used to rap about space age pimping. And what is a pimp, right? As an engineer, you can make it easy for yourself, right? Think about, what is a pimp? A pimp is somebody who's very smooth, very fly, very, smooth talking. He know his way around the corner. So if I'm an engineer and I hear rappers like 8 Ball and MJG talking about pimping and all that stuff like that, of course, I'm going to use processing that enhances that. So if I know a pimp is smooth, I'm gonna use smooth processing. This music stuff is not harder than what you guys think it is. You just gotta use your ear imagination. You gotta listen to the person, look at their character, how they dressing, how they trying to portray the image, and then your processing from there will make it very, very obvious what you gotta use. Okay, so let's look at the UAD chain that we got right here. So we're using the sphere emulation inside of the UAD, and I love this, the U47. Also, if you download something like the Putnam collection as well, you can find yourself using a different variety of the U47. I think there's like maybe 2 or 3 versions of it. So maybe you just buy the UAD sphere. Now you have access to 3 U47s. A lot of the times them throwback microphones, they don't all sound the same. You feel me? They all, the parts, depending on how you drive that bit. Now the brakes in this Mercedes-Benz might not be as tight as the brakes in another Mercedes-Benz, even though they got the same serial number back to back. You feel me? So great thing about the Avalon I love a lot is because it has an optical compression circuit inside of it, and an optical compressor is a smooth compressor. What makes an optical compressor smooth? Because it has a slow release. But the great thing about the Avalon a lot really is that I just want to tap it a little bit. I just want to kind of like be behind it and just tap it with the vocal a little bit. You feel me? So a great thing is that you get to control the attack and the release of that optical compressor. You feel me? If you want a compressor to be kind of grabby, and if you have a fast attack, it's gonna work on grabby. You feel me? When you say something like grabby that has like a transient in it, a faster attack will be quicker to grab it, literally. That's what more attack makes things more grabby. It makes it more clawy, makes the compression start to extend its arms out and try to grab it. You feel me? And the release time, usually on a LA2A or 3A, you don't get to touch that. You feel me? And it be slow as hell. It's program dependent. But the great thing about it is you get to adjust it on the Avalon. So I think the Avalon would be a fantastic choice for 8-Ball and MJG. Another great component of the sound, the reason why throwback rap sounds so smooth as well is because the fact that they was using tape. So I would use something like the Oxide tape machine, and of course you can model this afloat. Every time them boys was punching in and out, right, when they was rapping back in the day, it would hit the tape. It would hit the tape. You feel me? The tape would, the vocal will be passing through the tape as it gets printed down. Nowadays, you don't have to sit there and pay $15,000 for a throwback tape machine when you got something like the Universal Audio plugin, which only goes for like, sometimes it goes on sale for like $50 or $100, and now you can still access that ballpark sound. Of course, it's not gonna sound the same exact way, but at least it's gonna give you that ballpark sound, something that like 8-Ball and MJG could have been using. You feel me? The compressor is doing a little bit of compression, before it hits the tape, but then also the tape, the characteristics of tape, it has a way of smoothing out transients and really starting to, be like a little stick of butter and mellow out everything a little bit, grease up everything, getting it to sound really smooth on the record. You feel me? So the last thing I would use with 8-Ball and MJG2 for their effects is I would use something like a space echo. They talk about space age pimping coming out hard. You feel me? Like those type of records, they was always talking about the galaxy and the world and all that stuff like that. 8-Ball and MJG. You feel me? So I would use something like a space echo. That's another thing to pay attention to. You feel me? Like if you see somebody talking about space, you might want to use a plugin that has a space sound because it's going with the theme of it. You feel me? You got to make sure that the mix matches the theme of how the person rapping. If they rapping about Halloween, I'm gonna find a plugin that probably got a Halloween preset or a scary angry monster vocal or whatever tube distorter type of thing like that, because that goes with the theme. You feel me? That white belt goes with them white pants. Them white pants go with them white shoes. You feel me? We're trying to complete our fit. We want everything in the music to just flow kind of like how our outfit will flow and everything like that. Okay, so let's get back to the UAD console. So yeah, you guys will be able to get this one for free as well. Y'all gonna be able to check it out in the preset, like the preset link down below. And this is how I'll go about mixing a smooth throwback Memphis type of gangster type of, rap sound and everything like that. So, this is pretty much the end of the video here today, YouTube. I just want to say thanks a lot for being a great part of my family. I'm trying to get back into the swing of things. We upgrading things around here, and you guys will be able to see the link for this free preset down below and give it a try. Let me know how it sounds. Just want to say thanks a lot for being a great part of my YouTube family. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Peace, nah.